All right. Just gonna wait till some people come in. I know it's late. First of all, I will not be. I'm gonna be too busy, so I'm not gonna be doing no live streams this weekend. But I mean, I'll still post videos. It's just I won't be doing a lot of live streaming this weekend. That's why I'm doing reasons why I'm doing a live stream tonight. And yes, this live stream was originally meant for I believe it was 7 o'clock. All right, just waiting to see if anyone is going to come on over. Yeah, man, I need to ask Crew if I could borrow some of his music so we'll have people occupied while we wait. I think that's what I might try to do next time. We got a lot of interesting topics to talk about. wonder if anyone's going to show up. But
Dan, come on.
well, finally got my dog out of the room. Let's see here. I'm just testing. All right, we got. See, we've got 4 likes. All right, we got more. Someone coming in. How y'all doing? For those who are now just coming in, how's your day, your evening so far? Because now we're about to get started. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put up try to get some articles set up. And then I'm going to show you my screen of these articles. And there's some interesting topics. All right, I know it's taking a while, but I'm trying to get as much stuff done as possible. I guess we could start with our first topic. This one right here. All right, we got 3 people watching. Okay, so I guess let's get started, shall we? So, first topic I want to bring up, I start small, then we get big, is what happened maybe a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, maybe I think last week, You had all these in the past. You had some of these store owners said that they were going to boycott Nike because of the situation with them making a deal with Colin Kaepernick over because he was kneeling. Well, one business said that they were going to boycott all Nike products. So a lot of people were going to boycott the store for not selling Nike or not supporting Kaepernick's right to protest. And now, this is what's happened, what I'm about to show you on my screen. So now, So now that store owner is about to go out of business. I'm going to play this video.
Yeah, man. All of us are.
Here we go.
Learning this sale will be the final one.
Disappointed you guys are going out of business.
Yeah, man. All of us are, that's for sure.
This isn't the first time Martin has slashed prices like this, choosing to get rid of all Nike apparel last fall following the company's ad campaign with Colin Kaepernick.
Being a sports store without Nike is kind of like being a milk store without milk or a gas station without gas. How do you do it? They have a monopoly on Jersey.
But loyal customers like Dave Huddy still prefer to stay local, buying a variety of things.
A wallet, a hat, a blanket.
The store will stay open until there's nothing left.
I didn't give in. I did it my way.
Yep. So he wanted to boycott his Nike because they rock Kaepernick. Now, I'm not saying Nike cares about black people. They don't. But they knew that their biggest business as it comes from the black dollars. So, of course, a lot of black people were not going to shop because they did not support Kaepernick's protest. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get something real quick, put something away real quick. So he was going to get rid of what was helping him make money just because of the whole Kaepernick stance. I mean, yes, it was his choice, but was it a good business deal? See, he used his personal beliefs, and sometimes having certain personal beliefs could also be what also hurts a business rather than help a business. So yeah. Yes, it's personal belief. But he has to also know the consequence of his choice as well. He has to know that his choices do come with consequences. And unfortunately for him, those consequences included the cost of his business going out of business. So yes, discussion with Dana. You're right. He does have a choice. He has a right. But he also has to know Kaepernick kneeled because he was tired. Well, yes, that's exactly what he could have done. He could have picked a company that black people or other people like that would help bring money in. There's many competitors. Hey, Skills. Hey, Negro Lopez. He could have picked Controverse. He could have picked Adidas. He could have picked New Balance. But he wasn't thinking. And it cost him. It cost him big. I mean, he wanted to be patriotic, but does being patriotic, what his so-called mind of being patriotic. But was his being patriotic going to help pay the bills and the mortgage to keep his business going? Not to mention, the business probably did not care. The only thing he cared about black people was our dollars, not the struggles of dealing with police brutality. So black people knew to stay away from the store, which was good. And now look at the result. This is also what good can come out when you have principles and decide to boycott a business does not care about black people. Black people most likely boycotted this store, and now it's going out of business. We need more boycotts like this to hurt any business that does not have the best interests of the black community. Now, let's hope that we can get something like this happening to stores like Gucci, or at least to the point where they're lowered stock, like what's happening with CVS. They're having some stock issues, but that could also be because we may be boycotting CVS for the stuff that they've done against black people. I've been boycotting CVS because of 2 incidents that have happened that was racially motivated, that happened at CVS's, different locations of CVS's. Now, karma came just recently on the CNBC network that their stocks are down. Yes, Burberry. We heard about what happened, that hoodie, that incident with the hoodie. With the noose. Maybe Burberry needs to be in the same position as this store. But that's going to have to come from us realizing that we're not going to take, because some of these high-hands retail stores are trying to send a message that they don't want black people wearing their stuff. So they think that that's going to scare away. But you know what? I hope black people stop wearing their stuff. I'm actually hoping that they succeed in stopping black people from wearing their stuff. Because what's going to happen is that's going to backfire. So that means black people are not going to give them money to buy their stuff. And because black people are the biggest spenders, if they're not getting money from black people, I mean, they probably weren't because their stuff is too expensive and we have a low economy, unfortunately. They're not going to be able to make money off of us. And then they're going to regret ever trying to keep us away from their businesses. At the same time, it's just time for us to start supporting stores that do care about us, and especially black-owned stores. So, yes, I do feel absolutely nothing for this store. So, I'm going to click off my screen and go on with our next topic of the day. Now, speaking of karma, guess what happened to the lady that decided to call Michelle Obama an ape? Oh, by the way, before we continue on, if anyone wishes to come on the panel, I'm now putting links to my Google Hangout in the chat room because I have not been having any issues with trolls. Hold on a second. Something happened. Wait, hold on, that might be me. So I'm going to put the link in Google Hangout. I mean the Google Hangout link for anyone that wants to come on in. Just want you to know that. Anyone who wants to come on in at any time, just click on my link. Now, if you're having trouble still, I will send you an email or put the link elsewhere like Google Hangout. Google Hangout, or somewhere like maybe the YouTube chat area. I don't have a community tab, so I have to put in, that friend conversation area. I have to put the link there, and then you just have to find it, click on the link, and that should also help you get in. But that is it for anyone that wants to come on in. Once again, look in the chat room. That is the link. Now, next, back to what I was about to say. Oh, yes, this woman right here. Look at this face of evil right here. This is Pamela Ramsey Taylor, now age 52. She decided to call former First Lady Michelle Obama an ape, or that she looked like an ape. And she don't look good herself. In fact, she looks a lot terrible. Michelle Obama is a lot prettier than this woman right here. But now, and I've heard that she lost her job as an official in West Virginia for her comment. But now she has got into even more deeper trouble. Because it turns out FEMA is pissed off with her. People, natural disasters and stuff like that. That's where FEMA is. Eating a little candy. I gotta eat too. But anyway, the former West Virginian official who was fired for calling Michelle Obama a ape in heels, well, she's now pleaded guilty in a case involving FEMA. So why is FEMA angry at her? Well, by looking at the title, this is what FEMA is mad at her. Basically, some money has gone missing, almost 18K from dollars. That's a lot of money. And it was swindled from FEMA. And I don't know what this money was been used for, but we're going to find out in this report. All right. So this talks about what she said. She got fired in 2016. This time, she was defrauding the Federal Emergency Management Agency, that's FEMA, out of thousands of dollars, says her name. Pleaded guilty this past Monday for more than $18,000, $18,000 and floor relief benefits attending for those who have been impacted by the June 2016 floods that killed more than 20 people and ravaged severely several homes along the Elk River, the Charleston Gazette Mail reported. Taylor's registered for the benefit shortly after the flooding, falsely claiming that her home had been damaged and that she was staying in a rental property. However, so she lied about her home being one of the homes damaged by the flooding that happened 3 years ago, and lied about it so that she can get some money. However, a press release by the U.S. Attorney Mike Stewart office states that her primary residence was undamaged and that she was still living there at the time. So she lied. She still lived at her home, but tried to claim it was damaged so that she can get benefits. As part of her plea agreement, Taylor admitted to registering with FEMA in July 2016 while at Clay County High School. At the time, she told agency representatives that her primary residence was on Main Street in Clay, West Virginia, and that her permanent residence on the Elk River in Protestant has been damaged by floodwaters. In reality, Taylor lived in the town of Brickmore, and her home was never affected. You know what? I don't even need to say more. And then it talks about she was booted from her job, when she was appointed, why she was booted out, and stuff like that. She had the nerve to go after the former first lady, but she looks very disturbing on this picture. I mean, look at that face. I'm surprised no one in here has barfed yet, not even me. She wants to call out Michelle Obama, but Michelle Obama didn't defraud people out of FEMA money. That's what this woman did. Mr. Pamela did. Let me click off my screen so we no longer have to see her disgusting face. I want to know what y'all think in the chat room. All right. Negra Lopez says the only thing these animals know is how to squat, steal, kill, and destroy. Exactly. But yet, she wants to call out Michelle, call her an ape in heels, and look at the damage she has caused with that FEMA money. Abdullah Bid Bobby at Taba, welcome. You're very welcome. No one needed to see her face anymore. All right. But yep. All I'm saying is she's now facing karma. This is karma for her. This is karma for all the things she has said. And now it's biting her in the ass. And I know, I bet you some troll is going to come on later on the repeat, going to thumbs it down because I'm talking bad about her. Maybe not, maybe so, but I don't care. She's getting her karma. All right. Well, let's go to the next topic. Oh, let's talk about the person who will not win the next year's presidential election. Another episode of Kamala's effery. What did Kamala do now that's pissed off even her family? What I mean by her family, I mean her father, by the name of Donald Harrison. This is the father they're talking about. First of all, let me see if I still have a picture of the father on Twitter. So I'm gonna click on let's see, I'm gonna go to Twitter real quick. You know what? Hold on. Let me go on Bing. It'll be a lot easier. Now Donald Trump. Donald. Oops. All right, here, right here. Now, of course, you know this is Kamala Harrison. Hold on, let me see if anyone can see my screen. Yeah, this. Let me see if I can get a bigger screen though. Oh, right here. Now, this is supposed to be Kamala Harris's father. I mean, Donald Harris. He's supposed to be from Jamaica. I actually been to Jamaica on vacation a couple months ago. I don't know why I brought that up, but I just brought it up. But yes, this is the father. Now we also know that Kamala Harris has an Indian mother. But ironically, Kamala Harris only really, when it came to family, she really only spent time with her Indian family, meaning her mother's side of the family. My brother's girlfriend's niece is coming over to bring her niece for her birthday. So if you hear some toy in the background from the kitchen, yeah, that's what's happening tomorrow. We're celebrating my brother's girlfriend's niece's birthday, first birthday. Now back to Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris's father is very unhappy with the fact that she's pushing the pot smoking stereotype of all the Jamaicans. Matter of fact, here's a video of it right here. So let's play it. There's probably some ads, so oops, sorry.
I have forever been an advocate for medicinal. I have personally known people who only benefited from it. So there are a lot of reasons why we need to.
Have you ever smoked?
And I inhaled. I did inhale. It was a long time ago, but yeah. I just broke it.
I mean, was it in college? See, I like stuff like that. That's a real honest answer. Was it a gun or joint?
It was a joint.
Hey,
Yeah.
You remember the high?
I do.
So if it was legalized all throughout the country and medicinal, would you do it?
Listen, I think that it gives a lot of people joy, and we need more joy.
More joy in this world.
Fender biter. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen
That's another ad. So that's showing you the video is over. So we're gonna stop and click off the screen real quick. All right. Yeah. Wait, you know what? I need to click that screen back on. Sorry about that. Because I want to see if there's more to the story. Oh, yes. I forgot about the article. All right. So, when Senator Kamala Harris said last week that she obviously supports marijuana legalization and has smoked the plant, she cited her ethnicity. Half my family's from Jamaica. Are you kidding me? Her Jamaican father is not happy about that. I mean, yes, because the smoking marijuana thing has been one of the many stereotypes involving Jamaican people. Well, basically, black people in general. Now, remember, this woman, Kamala Harris, was a prosecutor and a district attorney or a city attorney, prosecutor, where she has mass incarcerated people, including the black community, over little packs of weed. And there's still people in jail over weed, and including in the so-called liberal California. Donald Harris, the father of Kamala Harris, says that his daughter's remarks travesty and accused her of stereotyping. He said, "My dear departed grandmother, as well as my deceased parents, must be turning into their grave right now to see their family's name, reputation, and proud Jamaican identity being connected in any way, jokingly or not, with the false stereotype of a pot-smoking joy seeker." Yeah, she is destroying her family's heritage, her reputation. And it's mostly her father's side's reputation that is she destroying, which answers a few questions. Did she and her father went at it a long time ago? Does she not care about her Jamaican side of the family? Because let's not remember, when she's running for president, all of a sudden she is black. But she spent most of her time identifying her Indian heritage and honoring that heritage than her Jamaican heritage. But when she runs for president trying to get the black vote, she's black all of a sudden. And then you saw the photos with the hot sauce and the collard greens. First of all, I don't put hot sauce on my collard greens when I eat them. I put vinegar, but I don't put hot sauce on collard greens. I either eat them plain or eat them with vinegar. I never even heard about the hot sauce and collard greens thing until just now. And she had the nerve to do that just so she can get brownie points with black people. That's another stereotype. All right, Skills be scratching says smoking while putting people away from marijuana. Yeah, that's what she did when she was a prosecutor. But now that she's running for the Democratic Liberal Party, all of a sudden she's for it, for legalization of marijuana. When she was in the past, she was putting people in prison, especially black people, for the same stuff. basically she's trying to pull a Hillary Clinton, and that didn't work. Now I'm hearing that some politicians are starting to ignore the black vote and try to just focus on racist white people. That's not going to work, because that's going to also definitely help Donald Trump, because they're going to be too loyal to Donald Trump. No election has ever won without the support of the black vote. See, they're trying to do the same mistakes that happened in 2016 that cost them the election in the first place. Hillary was the one, the hot sauce in the bag, something that she got for Beyonce's song. Then she went on The Breakfast Club. That's exactly what Kamala and Cory Booker are doing, because they know they need that black vote. Because black people are supposed to be the so-called most loyal people of the Democratic Party. Not as much anymore. I mean, you'll still have some black voters for the Democratic Party, but the fact that the Democrats have not really done too much or anything at all for black people. They're pandering to illegal immigrants, but a lot of Latino groups still go high for Republicans, ironically, but this is the group that they want to replace us with and try to pander to. So far, no skills. Not even their progressives like Bernie, Warren, and even Galbert. Black people are not feeling those guys either, especially not Bernie, because he does not agree that we should have reparations. I'm like, really? What our people been through since slavery and Jim Crow? We helped build this. We built this country, and you gonna sit around? But then again, he has that mindset. And I once wanted to support this guy because he did civil rights stuff, and he had progressive stuff, and I kind of like maybe a couple things of the progressives, like free Medicare for all. I do believe in net neutrality because we need an open, free internet and stuff like that. But to turn around and say that black people don't deserve reparations, I'm like, heck, you're going to say that? Then you could just kiss my vote goodbye then. We deserve a lot. The black community deserves a whole lot after what this country has done to the black community, especially the American descendants of slaves. ADOS. I stand with ADOS. So yeah, I'm not happy with any of these current candidates for I'm not happy with any of these Democratic. Right now, let's just face it, how these candidates are behaving right now, Trump is going to win again. Even if I did voted, or any of us, Trump is still going to win again. Not to mention, you also got that electoral college. What if they decide once again? I just don't get it. You have electoral college, and that's supposed to be the vote that helps you win the election. Come on. I thought voting is that people got together, voted by popularity, and then whoever the people pick, that's what the people get. The popular vote, the one that Hillary actually got. How can you get the popular vote, but it's the electoral vote that gets you in that White House? And then the Democrats want to talk about, say, we want to get rid of it. Well, they do the exact same thing with the super delegates. People get to vote for the candidate, but all of a sudden, the super delegates are the ones that get like the highest percentage of votes. It's effect the super delegates vote is higher than the people's vote. Now I heard that they lowered it down a little bit so it don't affect the will of the people, which is kind of good. But you need to, just like you tell that we need to get rid of the electoral college, we need to get rid of the super delegates too. So the votes will only be based on the popularity of the votes of the people, who the people choose. Yeah, they're gonna cheat anyway. And then when they cheat, all of a sudden, and then you got people like Amanda Seals blaming black men and some black women for Trump getting in. But you don't talk about the percentage of white people or Hispanics that voted for Trump. You don't talk about the electoral college or the super delegates or whatsoever. Those is what helped Trump get in, not black people. Black people still voted highly for either Jill Stein or Hillary Clinton, or didn't vote at all. We know that Trump's a racist. We're not going to vote for him. We know he's a racist. That's why a lot of us didn't go vote for him. The coons and the black conservative Sambos, yeah, like Candace Owens and ABL and Jesse Lee Peonson or Diamond and Ilk or Coal and Tar Paper. You know what two people I'm talking about, who were willing to vote for Donald Trump, who were black. Yeah, they voted, but that's not them. Is not enough. Yeah, exactly. Both the Hispanics voted highly, but now the Hispanic community is facing the karma of voting for Trump because they're the ones that are being affected by his policy and border wall idea. The Hispanic community is facing their karma. Hold on, something's going on. I gotta fix something. All right, yeah. All right, hold on. I'm looking at some of your comments real quick. Jesse Ventura 2020. I don't know. So far, I don't see it happening. Yeah, I heard that 30% of black men support Trump. Am I angry at them? Yes. They're being coons. Anyone that votes for racist Trump is a traitor to the black community. However, I also at the same time understand why some of the black men are going to vote for the Republicans now. Matter of fact, I heard their voting block is actually increasing on the favor behalf of Republicans, including Trump. Because a lot of these attacks that's been going on against black males by things like feminism, the Me Too movement, Terry Crews using toxic masculinity and going after other black men, but refused to punch the white guy that grabbed his crotch. Notice that all these attacks, like on Bill Cosby and other black people, are being done by Democrats and liberals. And the Democrat Party is supposed to be loyal to the black community, but they attack the black male. Hey, Anetta B, I'm not saying they're not attacking black women either. They're trying to manipulate black women and attack any black woman that disagrees with the Democratic Party. But why? And there's also black women that are highly going for the Republicans too, that want to vote but don't want to vote Democrat but want to vote for Republicans. That's been increasing too, but I gotta look at it. But yeah, when the Democrats have done nothing for your community, where do you think those same people are gonna go to? Now, am I defending Trump voters? No. Am I defending anyone that votes for Trump? No. Why would they vote for a racist? I'm not going to vote for Trump. Yep. The strategy is to get rid of the black male, and then eventually you get rid of the black male. The black woman is going to also fall right behind. But a lot of us are starting to get on code now, thanks to things like ADOS and black online media. We're starting to get on code and look at their trickery. That's why a lot of people are not highly favored of Kamala Harris. That's why I support Tariq Nasheed's Tangibles 2020, because we need to get tangibles. What are these politicians are going to do for the black community directly? We're going to have to start demanding more and stop begging, start fighting and demanding. Yes, we need to make demands on all presidents, whether we voted for that person or yes. Even if we didn't vote for that person, we need to start pressuring. What are you going to do for the black community that's going to keep us from not voting you out or voting against you? For too long, our vote has been easy to get. Yes, all politicians, not just Kamala Harris and Cory Booker, all of them. And it shouldn't matter which party. If the Republicans are willing to do something for black people, then we need to hear even Trump. If Trump somehow is willing to do something and he's genuine, even though I don't think so, then we need to give him hear him out. Because most of these parties are not in favor of black people. But if one is willing to actually truly go to the negotiation table, that's what we need to do, regardless of party. Yeah, I do believe we can do it, Skill. All right, before I go on to my next topic, once again, this is the link to come if you want to come on the panel. Maybe we can talk about this. I thought I heard something. Never mind. All right, let's get on to our next topic. What was that one topic I wanted to bring up? We're going to get to the Amber Guyger situation and the Jussie Smollett later, but there was something else I wanted to bring up. There was something else I wanted to bring up too. Oh, here it is. So Alabama has this situation with this man I'm about to show you. So here's the man. This man decided to go around and say that the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, should ride again. I'm not going to really read much of the article, but he went and even doubled down that the KKK should go after Democratic candidates, probably black people, mostly the black ones, and do all kinds of terrible things and stuff like that. We know what the KKK have done in the past. They're the number one domestic terrorist group, yet some people don't want to call them a terrorist group. They're too busy calling Black Panthers and ISIS terrorist groups. Well, Black Panthers is not a terrorist group. Just anyone that's non-white, they'll call them a terrorist, but not the KKK. Now, here's this interesting. He, too, is a Democrat. Well, I think that's what they're saying. That he, too, is a Democrat. See, remember, it was the Democrats that formed the KKK. So it's very ironic that an actual big Democrat reporter will be the one that's calling for the KKK to so-called ride again. But yeah, the KKK was formed by the Democrats, not the Republicans. The Republicans were the ones that were the first white people to go against the KKK. Okay, I understand. Well, like I said, if you have the time while I'm still on the air, then you can come on in. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on, because I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, and I won't be doing no live streams for a while after tonight, because got company coming over. But we'll see what we can do. But yeah, now back to this story. So yeah, this is the man right here. That he wants to go and just. I'm glad he's getting backlash, but ever since Trump got into office, a lot more people have gotten very bold and expressing racism towards people, including the black community, against the black community. Nah, yeah, he wants them to lynch socialists and communism, but these are all code words for going after black people. He's going He's going after the Democrats only because the fact that they have the largest voting bloc for of black people voting. That's another reason why they're going after the Democrats, because the black people will, if they do vote, will vote for a progressive or a Democrat over a Republican at most times. That's why he's really saying that they're going after Democrats. Well, so far, whoever, they need to find a way to get rid of him, because he'll be the kind of guy that spreads propaganda against the black community. He'll probably bring up articles about black on black crime with this newspaper, bringing up black on black crime and stuff. Now he's even showing how more racist he is by talking about the KKK and honorable man, flattering, like he supports the KKK and stuff like that. I bet you he's done articles mocking black people or talking about negative things in the black community. All right, now I know what you've been coming for, so I'm finally going to talk about the two topics that I'm finally going to bring up. Let's start with Amber Guyger. Hey, August Dream, how's it going? So we all know this face of evil right here. Let me see if I can find it and bring it up. We all know this face of evil, not the man on the right. The man on the right is the victim. The woman on the left is the perpetrator. Amber Guyger, the police officer that killed the man on the left. The woman on the left is the police officer that killed the man on the right, Botham John, in his own home. She went to the wrong house, thinking it was her house when it was not, and just shoot him point blank, killing her. Then they want to try to make excuses like she was drunk or he had weed, any kind of thing to destroy the credibility. What they did not count on at first, other than the fact that the district attorney lost her election over the Botham John case, and another person that came in, a Democrat, black Democrat, was the fact, the one thing they definitely did not count on was if there was any witnesses that happened to be near the area where the incident took place. I'm going to show you something as soon as I can bring it up. All right. Now, I want to know if y'all can see my screen here of this individual. I guess so. This is Rana Babs, a.k.a. going by her GoFundMe page, Bunny Babs. She is the witness of the shooting death of Bohan John by Amber Guyger, including actual video. When they all found out about this, first they put a gag on her so she wouldn't expose Amber Guyger on video. Number two, they went after her through her job. They pressured that job so much it was enough to get her fired. Now they're calling threats And then the article I just saw is the evils of mainstream media. It is a witness in Botham John's case less credible after raising $30K. No, if that witness saw something and it is truthful, then he or she is very credible. You see, the reason why is that they're trying to figure out ways to help Amber Guyger, that evil woman that we just showed, get off. This woman is trying to do the right thing and come forward against the corruption of the police department that's trying to help free Amber Guyger. I hope whoever is down there with her gives her protection. The good news is she's getting a lot of support by the black community and us as well. She raised this fund, this GoFundMe page, was because a couple days ago, like I said earlier, they fired her. They're trying to help, and then they're trying to make her look bad. She has no job, about to be in the streets, don't get the living to pay her mortgage. But luckily, she's raised this GoFundMe page to get some money to help her live. And the good news is, no one was discouraged to fund her. See, she managed to make the money she needed to help her out for a little while. She probably got a new job, probably is in hiding, and hopefully she's getting protection. They had the mainstream media attack. Now the interesting is the mainstream media tried to get an interview with her. You know what she did? She turned almost every major or local network down because she knows how the mainstream media works. Try to twist her words, try to make her look bad. They're trying to make her look bad. But she did do an interview with someone. She went to black media. She went to True Justice Honorable Black Media. Now, the person that she picked to let her do an interview with, some of you may like him, some of you may not, but she decided to go to the one person she thought she can trust in media, social media. She went to the Advice Show. She went and did an interview with Phil Scott. You know, the Advice Show media. She went to him. And you know what? There was some people in the mainstream media that was mad that she went to Phil and not an NBC or a CNN or Fox or any local affiliate from Sinclair or something like that. Saying they're trying to figure out why she was willing to go to Phil. Now, like I said, her GoFundMe page just recently ended. She's not accepting any more money, but the good news is she did reach her goal. See, when she decided to go on black media or go on the Phil Advice Show and not go on mainstream media, that spooked them. That tells you right there that these people are watching our channels, which in some way is good. People are watching our channels. Yes, Silk. People, I mean, what else? She probably would have wanted to go to like maybe Thought Crimes, or I'm glad she didn't talk to racist white mainstream media. That's exactly right, August Stream. She went to Phil. She went to Trust Not Bought and Paid For Phil the Advice Show. I'll also be happier if she went to other black-owned media networks like Tariq or Thought Crimes or or whoever. But I'm glad that she decided. The good news is she did not go to the mainstream media, because that's what some of these people do, and then you end up with them forgive and stuff like that, doing all kinds of minstrel show, or they try to twist their words and stuff, trying to make them look bad. And she knew that. I bet you she watches a lot of our platforms, and that gave her the idea to not trust the media. And because of that, she's being attacked by racism. That is why they're attacking her. She was smart. And yes, I've been seeing that hashtag lately, Silk. Mainstream media is not your friend. One thing I could agree on with President Trump is that the media is the enemy of the people. That's the one of the only few things I do agree with Trump. Do I hate Trump? Yes. I will never trust Trump. But there are some things that, and he's a racist. But that doesn't mean there were some things I do that I would agree there. That does not mean that there is not everything. That does not mean I don't agree with him on everything. There are some things I do agree with, even with a lot. There are some things I agree with racists. And one of them is that the mainstream media, especially even the liberal media, is the enemy of, and media in general is the enemy, can become the enemy of people. They have especially showed it that they are the biggest enemy of black people. Even liberal, so-called supposed to be friends of black people, media has a, even black so-called The Root and BET and Vibe and Grio and Ebony and Essence, which are supposed to be catered to black people, but they're not really black owned. And even some black YouTube channels and stuff have attacked black people. So yes, the media is not our friend. The mainstream media especially is not our friend. And Babs, Bunny Babs, whatever you call her, she knew it. She knew how evil the media can get. And that is why they are targeting her. That's why I hope she does well. I hope she goes to the court so she can testify against Amber Guyger and give both Baham John the justice he deserves. Help give Botham Jean justice for the murder by that evil, crooked, racist cop, Amber Guyger. And then I hope she goes to jail and gets beat down the way Jason Van Dyke got beat down in prison, but worse. I mean, I hope Jason Van Dyke suffered worse in prison too. And now we go to our other big topic, the Jussie Smollett situation. Yes, I did a video calling him a liar because now evidence by the police is showing that the attack could have been staged and that the two people that were hired were were Nigerian Americans who were extras from the show. But I did also listen to a video from Harvey Superboy that might say, yeah, he's not. I mean, and, oh, by the way, Jussie Smollett is now been charged by a grand jury and could face some jail time if he's convicted and found guilty. But I also have to know why did he never immediately turn in the information in the first place? But then again, another thing is we're actually believing the Chicago PD, you know, the same Chicago BT that's known for the corruption and racism towards black people. At the same time, I didn't talk about this in my Jussie Smollett is a liar video, but also when I looked at Harvey Superboy, I also have to suggest why all of a sudden the officers are suggesting that it's all fake. Were they in on the attack? Because what if it turns out that we keep saying that Jussie is a liar and it turns out he was telling the truth the whole time, and that the him being charged and arrested is a result of corruption from the police department? That's something we also have to think about before we truly jump into conclusion. That's why I'm going back to being neutral on the Jussie Smollett. Now, if it turns out he is lying, it's up to, and I think this is what Harvey Superboy said, then it's up to us in the black community privately to deal with Jussie, not the public opinion. We need to keep other people out of black folks' business. I also understand why even straight black people decided to step back before we got all the facts, because the gay community has a history on lying to make it look like they're being easily the victim when it turns out they're not. Black people are the ones who are being the biggest victims. We're being attacked every day, physically, mentally, emotionally, and stuff like that. We're even being attacked by our own. So what if it turns out the cops are trying to cover up for the people that so-called are claimed to attack Jussie Smollett? We don't know that either. We just need to have more facts. Jussie Smollett has not made a confession saying that he made the whole thing up. Remember that. That's probably something I did not realize when I did that video. A lot of people are immediately going down to saying he's a liar because of the history of black gays attacking black straights. And then when the gay community finally got legalization of marriage, a lot of black gays got turned against by white gays. But we'll have to wait to see. So right now, he's been indicted, and his bail is at, I believe, $100,000. And then I heard that there's rumors that he could be written off the Empire show, and that the reason why he was doing this is because he's not at the show. But if it turns out he's guilty of lying, he could do some serious jail time. And not only that, Town Business even said that this will put black people in danger, because if black people are being attacked by racists and racism, people won't believe it. They'll just bring up Jussie Smollett. Yet, all the times the white community has lied, they don't bring up the woman that lied on Emmett Till and others. Because Carol Bryan did the exact same thing that they're accusing Jussie Smollett of doing. Because they could have almost went and picked up a white person, maybe killed that white person. I don't care what happens. That's not me caring, but I'm just saying what could happen. Because I bet you if that did happen, they're gonna really go after the racists. Would really go after Jussie. I mean, I kind of hoped it, but yeah. First of all, I don't care what happens if the white person got hurt in the situation. White racists have been doing it to black people for a long time. Right, skills you said, or whether people heard they believe without giving it any thought. Yeah, that's exactly, and that's a problem. Like I said, the one thing he has not yet done is make a confession. So this could be a situation, and I think even Harvey Superboy has brought up that, you know, he could have told the whole truth, that there was an attack, and the people that so-called attack him may had attacked him because, you know, they probably weren't getting favors from the stars of the show. But we'll have to continue watching the case and see what comes up. I think I'm about to wrap this for now because I think I got through a lot of the topics I want to talk about. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, but thank you for watching. But that's all I have to speak with now. If you've yet supporting the channel, please support the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you all subscribe to each other because, you know, it's important to connect and support each other. But that's all. Make sure you share this so that people will at least be able to watch the replay. But that's all I have to say for now. Thank you for your time. And I hope to catch y'all in another video. And hopefully, if I find any more updates about either of these stuff that we're talking about, I hope to talk about them in future videos or live streams. So peace, everyone.